Good evening. News is coming in of a global outbreak of children's enterprises. To find out what's going on, we bring you this special report from our team of global correspondents. We start with Lubna Shaban in Spitaman, Tajikistan.
Thanks, Danny. I'm standing here with Shahina, who recently took part in a financial enterprise project with her secondary school, Aflatun Club. What can you tell us, Shahina?
To generate income, Aflatun Club members bought young rabbits in the market. We fed them for 3 months and sold them at a profit. Then we used their earning to celebrate the Nowruz New Year holiday in school.
Sounds like a great project, Shahina. Keep feeding those rabbits. Now back to Danny in the studio.
Well, let's go straight to La Paz, Bolivia, where special correspondent Valerie Salinas is with high school student Gabby.
Hola, Gabby. Tell us about your project.
We did a social enterprise project. A bunch of us realized that bullying was a major problem in schools. We organized a march around the city center and handed out brochures in schools to share ideas on how to stop bullying. Once the media got involved, we realized that we, the youth, have power when we join together and make our voices heard. ¡Viva Aflatun! ¡Vivan los jóvenes! ¡Viva la justicia social!
Muchas gracias. Back to you, Danny.
I'm joined now in the studio by child enterprise experts, the Grady twins, Anya and Grania.
Hello, Danny.
Girls, we heard Shohina talk about financial enterprise and Gabriella talk about social enterprise. Can you help us understand the difference?
Oh, well, it's really quite simple, Danny, so it is. A financial enterprise is any little income-generating project that children do within school hours. The idea is to start learning how to set up and run a wee business.
You wouldn't believe some of the things children are getting up to.
Don't get me started. Vegetable gardens, making brooms and plates from coconut materials, and selling the product to parents and neighbours, raising and selling ducks, chickens, goats, you name it, kids are doing it.
Putting on school plays and fashion shows and selling tickets. Baking and selling bread, there's just no end to it.
That's nice and clear, girls, thanks. Now, how is a social enterprise different?
A social enterprise is a project that makes a child's life, or school, or community fairer, healthier, safer, or just more fun.
Children organise campaigns, for example, like the one in Bolivia, or maybe against smoking or teacher violence.
We visited one in Senegal where children planted trees around the school. The trees protected them from passing motorists.
And gave them shade from the sun and mangoes to eat.
What's not to like?
Recycling projects are very popular too.
Oh, they are indeed. Anything to do with environmental projects, just mega.
Now, I believe there's a third sort of enterprise, a sort of hybrid of social and financial.
That's it, Danny. Often the best enterprise projects combine elements of financial and social.
So they make a profit, but also help the community do a bit of good.
Well, it appears we can go live now to San Jose School in the Philippines to hear more about just such a project.
Well, I'm here with Pedro Site, San Jose Elementary School, and believe me, Danny, he has quite a story.
A few years ago, the children in our Aflatun Club used our savings to buy hens. Well, the hens laid eggs because that's what hens do, Tom. And we sold some of the eggs and hatched others. And before long, we had made enough profit to buy hens for children in other grades as well. And they started selling eggs too.
Chicken, 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 egg, 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 egg. Chicken, 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 egg, 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 egg. Chicken, 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 egg, 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 egg. Chicken, 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 chicken.
And in time, we were able to buy a plot of land next to the school.
I see. To put the chickens on?
No, Tom. to plant and grow rice with which to supplement school dinners.
Fantastic! Any advice for other children wanting to start a project?
Yes, it's a good idea to save up lots first. That way, you get enough startup capital. Not only do you have enough to get started properly, but all the children feel they have a real stake in the project because it's using their savings. And secondly, as much as possible, the ideas should come from the children themselves. And that's the school dinner bell, Tommy boy. Got to run.
Thanks, and bon appetit. Back to you, Danny.
Girls, what knowledge or skills do children need to make a success of their enterprise?
They'll need to make use of everything they've already learned from their Aflatoon program, starting with self-confidence.
That's a must. Then they should also know about rights and ethics. The enterprise project should allow all children to participate. It shouldn't show any gender bias or harm the environment, for example.
They'll need some savings to get started, and they'll need budgeting and other organisational skills.
Just time for one last question, girls. Apart from earning money and making communities better places to live in, what do children learn from taking part in these enterprise projects?
Where do I start? We learn team building, communication skills, problem solving, and creativity.
In other words, exactly the sort of skills that will help us find jobs when we leave school.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you girls. Good night and safe home. Maybe one day I'll come and visit you at your Aflatoon club.
Come and play with us, Danny.
Aflatoon, helping the world's children take control of their future.